What is something you cannot forgive your parents for no matter how you try? For me, it's just my father. The only thing I will never forgive is what happened when I was 13. I had just been released from a psychiatric hospital for troubled kids. I told my mother I wanted to leave and spend a weekend with my dad right before summer break was over. My mother and grandparents drove me out to my dad's house. I was so excited. While trying to call my dad, he wouldn't answer, so my mom told me to go knock on the door. I kept knocking, but there was no response. A short time later, I was still knocking when I heard a car pull up behind me. I ignored it and kept knocking. My mom called me over, and I saw 2 cops standing with her. The cops asked me why I was trespassing and said the property owner had called them about harassment. I was so mad I just started to cry. My mother began to explain why we were there. One officer went to the door and asked for my father. He finally came out, and I breathed a sigh of relief, thinking he would sort this whole mess out. The cop in front of my mother was still looking over the email she had printed. The other officer called me over and asked my father, "Is this your child? Did you agree to take her from the mother?" My father's reply broke me. "She's not mine. I've never seen her before." I was floored. My mom heard it and I could feel the anger radiating from her, but she took a deep breath, called me back to the car, told me to get in, and shut the door. I didn't speak to anyone for about a week after that. I had 15 failed suicide attempts. It wasn't until a while later that I realized I had done nothing wrong, and I slowly started to cope with it.